What many people may not be aware of is that green coffee beans themselves are almost flavorless, apart from a slight vegetable taste. However, freshly roasted coffee is intoxicating, evocative, and delicious. So how exactly does this happen? We will answer that question and exactly how coffee is roasted in this video, so stay tuned. Highly praised coffee roasters around the world tend to be self-trained. Many of these roasters mastered the art of coffee roasting through trial and error. Every roaster has their own aesthetic, philosophy, and style. They know how to reproduce drinks they enjoy, but oftentimes even they don't always fully understand the complexities of the entire roasting process. So let's take an in-depth look at the roasting process, starting with roast level, dark or light, and how time affects this process. The goal of roasting is to strike a balance between sweetness, bitterness, and acidity. A slow roast, which takes between 14 and 20 minutes, leads to a greater weight loss of the beans than quicker roasting. Slow roasts usually produce a higher quality cup of coffee with lower acidity levels, but also a potentially more bitter flavor. On the other hand, a quick roast can take around 90 seconds to achieve and normally produces a more acidic, less bitter cup of coffee. The best roasters are able to find the perfect spot where coffee is sweetest in relation to its roasting time, producing either an acidic but sweet beverage or a muted but sweet cup. With finer coffees, much care is taken to perfect the process and techniques necessary for a coffee to reach its full potential. The roast profile refers to the important stages during the roasting process. Most roasters carefully track their profiles, allowing them to reproduce the same results through control of time and temperature. Green coffee beans normally contain between 7 to 11% water and first need to be dried or else won't brown properly during the roasting process. This evaporation process normally takes around 3 minutes to achieve, and there is very little change in smell or appearance during this time. Once dry, browning reactions occur. Although the outside of the bean is adequately roasted, the inside will still be undercooked. At this stage, the coffee has an unpleasant taste with a mix of bitterness and a grassy, sour flavor. As browning starts to speed up, water vapor and gas builds up within the bean. Once the pressure reaches a certain level, the bean breaks open, creating a popping sound and about doubles in volume. It's at this stage that coffee flavors truly begin to develop. From here, beans will crack once more with a snappier noise. Once the second crack is reached, oils are pushed to the bean's surface and much acidity is lost. A different type of flavor then develops, sometimes referred to as a generic roast flavor. This is usually a byproduct of burning or charring as opposed to working with the coffee's intrinsic flavors. Darker coffee roasts, often known as Italian or French roast, are generally black and high in bitterness and body. Once the roast is finished, the coffee needs to be cooled quickly to stop the roasting process and stop baked or negative flavors from developing. For small batches, this is usually done with cooling trays, which quickly draw air to rapidly cool the coffee down. For large batches, air by itself isn't enough, so a water mist gets sprayed on the coffee to speed up the cooling process. However, during this stage, some companies may use excess water to cool the beans, which increases the coffee weight but reduces shelf life. Lastly, roasting coffee at home can be a fun process. However, achieving the same quality as commercial roasters can be very difficult. Many companies now do sell raw coffee online. However, just be aware that over time, raw coffee degrades and won't yield the same flavors. When roasting at home, just about anything capable of producing heat can be used, such as everyday ovens or woks. Heat guns or modified popcorn machines generally produce better results. However, the best results are achieved through home roasting machines. We hope this video has been helpful. If you liked it, then don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.